I just wanted to make a quick video of this because I was just inspired to try this from ideas I've had mostly from Don Smith for quite a while, and also Eric Dollard, some of Eric Dollard's videos. And I thought I would take my existing setup where I have a pulse generating circuit that charges a capacitor with a large duty cycle and then discharges a capacitor with a short duty cycle. And then, so this is the iron core transformer that has this movable ferrite core here. And what I decided to try is, instead of putting the bridge rectifier directly across the secondary, I made it look more like one of Don Smith's devices. I put the bottom of the secondary to a ground plane, which I have here. So the secondary comes out to this ground plane, and then I put the top of the secondary to an extra coil, a center tapped extra coil, and that is here, this toroid. And this toroid was center tapped. It's kind of off center tapped. I just sort of wound a bunch of windings on there. I actually wound the same amount of wire, but I wound one of the coils in one direction first, and then the other coil in the other direction, or in the same direction. From the middle point, the center tap. And so since one of the coils was wound on the outside, it's thicker, and so the inductance reads differently, even though the coils are the same length. Anyway, after the extra coil, on the center tap and on the end of the extra coil that's not connected to the secondary, I have the bridge rectifier made out of 1N4007 diodes, and then I have my high voltage capacitors, and then I have the neon bulb as before. And you can see all that on the schematic here. So here's the extra coil, which is center tapped, and from the center and the top I come to the bridge rectifier, the capacitor, and the neon. And what happens is quite fascinating. So first of all, here I am measuring across the capacitor, and I've got it on 10x, and I've got the scale on 100 volts per division, and I'll move the Y position all the way down, try to get this on the scale. So I turned it on, and it's at 24 volts right now, but as I put the core in, I get these much slower discharges from the neon. And the amazing thing is, the neon is purple and kind of interspersed with the orange from the previous videos.